or worse. Hare Krishna. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you for staying with us, Gurudev. It's
Hare Krishna. Anyone
treasure.
else want to say something?
This is your chance.
There was something really interesting in verse 9. It, it said, being blind to his own consciousness.
Yeah, yeah. Avritam Jnana, Bhagavad Gita. Knowledge is covered by lust. It's amazing. You know, lust or anger or envy, any of those, they're like drugs, conscious altering drugs. And even the neurologists or biologists say that, yeah, when you're in these emotional states, then you're, different hormones or you're secreting different chemicals. So it's like you're drugging yourself, either happy chemicals or chemicals that cause your consciousness to become covered, lust, greed, and so forth. I just heard some of you who aren't in America may have heard that Trump is going to be charging 25% tax on all imports. That means all cars are going to cost 25% more. That's a lot, right? 25% of 30,000. That's like, Hare Krishna. So your $30,000 car is now 38,000. Of course, in Hawaii, everything is more expensive already. Probably already 25% more. But so my wife said, everyone's going to run out this weekend and buy a car before the prices go up. So it's kind of like that madness, that would make you do something crazy, isn't it? Or, yeah. Anyway, that's what it means. It's like I think it means, I think we can agree it means your sanity is covered, your morality, your values, everything gets temporarily covered because of that. And that's why, um, yeah, we have to preserve our lives so our consciousness doesn't get covered, because if it gets covered, we forget Krishna, and that's the worst thing that can happen by far, right? Yeah.
I was thinking, we're basically hearing about relationships and lusty relationships and how really negatively affects us. And I was thinking, well, what's the opposite? It's to try to bring the other person closer to Krishna.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the goal of the relationship, let's go to Goloka Vrindavan together. Let's
Yeah,
let's
nice.
and
Exactly.
if there's not a goal, I think we get lost in our conditioning if there isn't a strong goal set.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying you're either going to try to exploit someone or serve someone, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I think so. It's true.
But
What do you
can I
think?
say something?
Yes, please.
Um, don't you think that I'm here? Don't you think that sometimes we're put into difficult situations and temptations, illnesses, all sorts of difficult things happening to us, just as a deliberately by Krishna to put us in um, a situation where you become more aware of Krishna because you have to overcome the difficulties.
Could be. Or the wrong person becomes your prime minister and then everybody suffers. I mean, you know, what I would say, rather than saying Krishna's doing it, I would say, like they say, things happen to you or things happen for you, depending how you see it. So if you see everything that happens, why ever it happens, sometimes it's obvious that Krishna did it because you needed it. But sometimes you don't know. Maybe it's just my karma. Maybe it's just, the government's bad and everybody's suffering. I'm not the only one. It's like a mass karma. But can I use it to propel myself forward? That's the question. Yeah, every situation, good or bad or neutral, how can that help me come forward? And I know, I can speak personally. I know that I think we all have this experience that if there's something we're attached to and we want to pursue it and it's not healthy for us, Krishna will cause that situation to make us very unhappy or miserable or even suffer. And we get the message like, thank you, Krishna. I was about to jump off the cliff, but right before I got near the cliff, I fell over and, sprained my ankle, so I couldn't walk any further. Otherwise, I would have walked off the cliff. And then, when you see that you were about to do that, you realize, oh, that was Krishna's mercy that I sprained my ankle because he saved my life. So that definitely happens. And that's his mercy. And
I think
that,
that's kind of what I was going to say, what I meant, but you put it much more eloquently.
but what's so beautiful about it? It's what's so beautiful about it is that Krishna knows. I mean, when that happens, you realize, wow, Krishna's like personally with me, taking care of me. He knows what's going on with me. Like, that's amazing. There's like unlimited numbers of living entities. He's in my heart. He knows what's going on, and he made that arrangement.
Mm.
You know, like, don't do this. If you get even close to this, this is so bad for you. I'm going to stop you. Wow, Krishna. Thank you. Amazing. Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gurudev. Are you going to rest now?
I am going to do something. Not sure if I'll fall asleep while I do it, but depends how boring my messages are, if they put me to sleep or not. Well, no, I am going to chant Gayatri now, and sometimes Gayatri doubles as a sleeping pill, so we will see. We don't want to chant Gayatri and fall asleep, but it does sometimes happen. If you're very exhausted, yeah, it has that effect. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you.
His Grace Mahatma Prabhu ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Yeah.
Prabhupada
Thank you very much for today. Hare Krishna.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Gauranga.
Gurudev.
Jai Jai. Haribol.
See you Monday. Hare Krishna. Have a good weekend. Haribol.
Hare Krishna.